Welcome to the 2021 TheSoberScot Gaming Awards, the show where games get awards for being fun, consumer friendly, and most importantly, not being Battlefield 2042. Well, let's kick things off with award for Best Story of 2021, with a ton of great contenders that told stories in unique ways, from Psychonauts' creative storytelling through level design to Battlefield 2042's approach. Because you know what they say, a campaign can't be bad if there's no campaign.
Don't be sad.
Oh my
This
god,
is just how
will
it
you
works
shut
out
the
sometimes.
fuck up! Battlefield jokes aside, my best story of 2021 has to go to Guardians of the Galaxy, because this game's characters, humour and overall storytelling is absolutely fantastic. If you made me care this much for a tree, raccoon and a ginger space llama, I think you've done something right. I can't stress how amazing these characters are, with their own unique motivations and personalities that exceed the amazing dynamics you would expect with the Guardians of the Galaxy title. Every conversation, no matter how small, is so well written and constantly engaging. I consistently found myself hovering over these characters just to hear more dialogue, which is odd for me, because I'm more of a rip and tear guy first and a conversation guy, well, only if I have a Death Star pointed at my head. Well, fuck you too then! This game has so many great emotional moments that are told so well, backed with the superb voice acting. This is without a doubt one of the funniest games I've ever played. But not because of wacky gameplay moments, but because of how well jokes are written and delivered by the characters. Cyberpunk is funny because, well, it's Cyberpunk. Guardians of the Galaxy is funny because you're in a heated debate, barking at a raccoon, and now you're talking to a Russian space dog.
Cosmo would not trust words of capitalist scum.
Also, just a wee side note, they all say flark more than I say I'll three knuckle shuffle your gran, which is surprisingly more than you would think. But I'll be honest, this was by far my biggest surprise of 2021, because my first reaction to the game's reveal went along the lines of, yeah, this doesn't look fun, and what was the last game again? Oh no, that's not good. So here's my formal apology. I'm sorry you decided to make your game an absolute banger, but all you had to do was tell me the eyeball headman was in the game. I mean, have you seen that physique? Guardians of the Galaxy was so much more than I could have ever expected, and I've never been this happy to be so wrong. Now on to the award of Best Combat of 2021. And although there's been quite a few games with great combat, nothing has come close to Returnal. Returnal's combat is genuinely phenomenal. It's one of the most intense, exhilarating and fun third-person shooters I've ever played. And before you ask, yes, I have played Mario. Right, where's my AK-47? These Goombas aren't gonna shoot themselves! The AI are superbly designed with fair but challenging attack patterns that make them so rewarding to kill. Every encounter is just so intense, with constantly increasing stakes due to it being a roguelike. The limited healing items mean that even the easiest encounter can still be just as intense, as losing any health can impact a run down the line. Consider my current well-being fucked. Also, there's this slight twist on Doom's push forward mentality to now drop currency rather than health when enemies die, which only lasts seconds before disappearing. So there's this constant risk versus reward, as fine up close is as dangerous as throwing hands with an elephant. But ensuring you get the currency could lead you to getting upgrades later in the run, which might save your ass down the line. It's these constant decisions Returnal has you making that makes the combat so compelling. This game makes every decision and every encounter matter. The weapons all have a unique feel to them, not to mention how satisfying they are to shoot. Yep, pretty sure this is what Heroin feels like. The movement is so fluid and responsive that makes combat almost dance-like. I think anyways. I don't know how to dance. I'm worse than George Washington at dancing. And he's dead! There's just no game that's had me this engaged in the combat system. It's definitely not good for your health though. It is pretty much a heart attack simulator. But it is fun. Now on to my personal favourite award. Best Grappling Hook of 2021! Right, this isn't a joke, okay? There's been so many grappling hooks this year, I just had to. From Monster Hunter Rise's game-changing wire bug to using your intestines, because there are truly no limits when it comes to grappling hooks. But there's only one game worthy of that Best Grappling Hook of the Year award, and that's Halo Infinite. It's simple math really. Halo's gameplay plus grappling hook equals pi or something, I don't know, I was never good at maths. But what I do know is it's very fun. The amount of options the grappling hook gives you is insane. Whether it's movement, grabbing guns, getting into vehicles, or even grabbing fusion coils to lob at poor grunts. Halo Infinite didn't just add a grappling hook for the sake of adding one. They added it to add so many creative ways to interact with the sandbox that does nothing but enhance every moment of the gameplay. I'm gonna be honest, there were so many amazing indie games in 2021. Loop Hero, Cruelty Squad, Kena, Inscription, Tormented Souls and Valheim are all absolutely fantastic. So picking my indie game of 2021 was difficult, But it's gotta be Inscription, a roguelike deck builder that has no right being this good. From its incredible atmosphere, amazing twists, and its addicting core gameplay that is constantly throwing in new mechanics to keep it fresh. I wonder what the pliers do. Oh fuck! Undo! I don't want to say much more because, as everyone and their grand cat will say, its best experience as blind as possible. Okay, well, I wouldn't go that far. Inscription is a truly amazing game that will entertain, subvert your expectations, and leave an unforgettable experience. On to best multiplayer game, which is an interesting one, as all the big hitters, Halo, Battlefield and COD released this year. So which one will take home that award? Halo. It's Halo. I mean, one barely even qualifies as a game, and the other, well, it's COD. In this age of battle royales, it's so refreshing to play a traditional multiplayer shooter that doesn't feel like an afterthought. Halo Infinite aces its core gameplay loop with the gunplay, movement and level design all being fantastic, delivering a diverse sandbox full of weapons, vehicles and abilities that are so much fun to use. Literally anytime you get a kill after using the grappling hook, you feel like Jason Bourne's slightly more acrobatic cousin, Jason Airborne.
Jesus Christ.
That's the worst joke I've ever heard. There's just so many cool wee tricks you can learn, like being able to chuck a grenade to get a power weapon easier. Okay, well, I didn't say I was a pro. Using the sandbox to pull off cool kills and win situations where you should be losing feels absolutely incredible. It makes learning the sandbox and core mechanics so rewarding. Okay, yeah, I know how I mentioned earlier about consumer friendly and all that, and Halo isn't really... but in fairness, I'm doing my part. Take a look at a man that's about to be slapped so hard his $10 cat ears can't save him. Halo Infinite is constant, fast-paced fun, and it is genuinely one of the best multiplayer shooters I've played in years. But before we approach the award for Game of the Year 2021, here's a few rapid-fire awards. Best performance, really no competition here, it's gotta be Groot.
I am Groot.
Best gameplay innovation, Far Cry 6. Best game mechanic, Nifts. Best comment on last year's video, Worms 3D robbed. Biggest babe, Agent 47. Best game with friends, Crab Game.
Shut it, I'll fucking kill you. I'll strangle your gran with a gun.
Worst game with friends, Squid Game. Best villain, NFTs. I already said that. England and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Best VR game, well, Resident Evil 4, come on, it's not even a competition. That wasn't me. Most immersive, Cruelty Squad. Oh wait, never mind. I just found out I've accidentally been on LSD my entire life. And finally, to present the next award, we have got a special guest. Please welcome Vin Diesel.
And the award for the complete mindfuck game goes to Psychonauts 2.
Sorry, there was budget cuts. Apparently exposure wasn't enough for Vin Diesel. But with all that out of the way, what game stood above the others? What game delivered on all fronts? And what game is my game of the year for 2021? It's Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Rift Apart is spectacular in its consistency. The first mission sets the standard wowing with its visuals, set pieces and chaotic combat that perfectly sets up the game whilst teasing what's to come. But what makes this introduction so special is Rift Apart's ability to sustain this insane level of quality from start to finish with the sole purpose to entertain. Rift Apart is set on winning you over every moment of the game, constantly introducing new enemies, new characters, crazier set pieces, wackier weapons and cooler gadgets. Before you can even think the word bored, the game has already got you riding a dragon, getting chased by the Iron Giant, and giving you another 10 guns that violate the Geneva Convention. It's a fungi weapon of mass destruction. I mean, who even invents these fucking things? Rift Apart tells a simple feel-good story, full of lovable characters bursting with personality that make every interaction a joy, which is elevated by the insanely good animation. How you go from this to this is beyond my feeble head. Character movements are so fluid and great at conveying the distinct personalities that make these characters so charming. It's honestly that good. I think they should make a film. Oh no, no, I take that back, I'm sorry! Rift Apart is one of the best looking games I've ever played. I've seen real life and it doesn't look this good. Sure, you're not looking at big vampire ladies, but I would argue being able to make your head fucking massive is a decent compromise. Rift Apart looks stellar at all times. Every environment is so densely packed with an insane variety of distinct vibrant colours that make each level so memorable and unique. It truly feels like you're exploring new planets when you're hit with completely new visuals, music, mechanics and characters distinct to each planet. And that is core to what makes the Ratchet & Clank franchise so special. The gameplay carries that level of quality with the incredible feel and movement, diverse sandbox of unique weapons and the constant gameplay variety on offer. Whether it's solving puzzles as Clank or doing what Ratchet does best in committing mass genocide, it's just so much fun. In true Ratchet & Clank fashion, the weapons are amazing. They're so satisfying to use with their shockingly good visual effects and distinct traits that make every weapon feel so unique. Plus the excellent use of the PS5 controller. Fucking hell mate, calm down, you're a controller, not an MG42, combined with the exaggerated enemy reactions to your attacks, helps sell the power and individuality of the weapons. The near perfect pacing of progression ensures these combat encounters never get stale, with your evolving weapon and gadget roster always ensuring there's something new to play with, whether it's the new Adidas Speeds or these cute wee guys. Not sure if I should be proud or horrified. That is Murder. The platforming and exploration is class with a ton of collectibles that can even change aspects of the game. I can't tell you how much I love when collectibles aren't just adding to a number hidden away in a menu, but actually add more to the experience. Also, I just have to mention that the soundtrack is very good. I will forever prefer the original's unworldly approach to music, but Rift Apart's music slaps as hard as the Great Khali. And that's pretty hard. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is everything I love about games. It's fun, beautiful, and provides an escape. It is without a doubt my game of the year for 2021.